Welcome to Inside Pitch. I'm Jeff Gordon here with Post-Dispatch columnist Lynn Worthy, Cardinals. We're going to pump some more sunshine, Lynn. The Cardinals just keep winning. 3 losses in 16 games, all by 1 run. They've beaten some good teams along the way. A lot of things to talk about. I'll start with fielding. The outs above average, the fielding's been outstanding. It's giving Ollie a real thought about what he wants to do with the lineup, but then there's a push-pull with the hitting.
Yeah, you've got some guys, some standouts, obviously individually with like Mason Wynn, who was a Gold Glove candidate last year. Victor Scott's been, one of the best defensive center fielders in the majors this season. So overall, that defense has been, lights out. I mean, when you're winning 1-0 games on the road, that's a heck of a defensive performance. And there's multiple specific plays in that game that just sort of saved the day. But then you have bats that you have to get in the lineup, and that makes it a little bit of an interesting combination there.
Now, a guy you have to get in the lineup, Ivan Herrera. He comes back from his rehab assignment. He just hits every game, literally hits every game, and he has power. He's adding heft to that batting order. He's inspired Marmal to make a shift to move Arenado down and Ivan up into the middle of that. It's been a revelation.
Yeah, I mean, and you're getting production. When you're getting production, it's hard to argue with that. But the ramifications for that defensively, I mean, when you got Alec Burleson getting in the outfield and he's made some strides in the last few years to get in better shape and to move better, but his best position is first base. So putting him out in a corner outfield spot sometimes, especially when you've got Jordan Walker playing as well as he has defensively. Lars Nootbaar, who's played center at times, is now your everyday left fielder. So you're covering ground there. He's got a strong arm. Burleson, there's clearly a drop-off there, but you've got to get his bat in the lineup. I was actually surprised they had him out in the corner outfield spots in Kansas City. That's one of the bigger outfields in the major leagues, and a lot of ground to cover. And he made the plays they needed to make. Wasn't necessarily always pretty, but he made the plays. So, but that means that you're trying to get that bat in the lineup. And even still, Burleson has been almost sort of a platoon type guy. He's only got 11 at bats against left-handed hitters. And Nolan Gorman has become really just a bench bat because you're getting Herrera in there at DH, and Jordan Walker's been there regularly in right field. So there's a lot of moving parts now.
Now, the runway for Jordan Walker is longer because he has actually become a plus outfielder with his range. Of course, he's always had the strong arm. You notice when those 3 guys are out there, Scott, Walker, Nootbaar, they cover the gaps. Really easy to roll that outfield out as often as possible. So he's gained some runway. You mentioned Nolan Gorman has lost his. And really, another concern for Nolan is he's almost depressing bat speed metrics. He's just not doing much at the plate. He's an okay third baseman. He's not a really great second baseman. Tough spot for Nolan.
Yeah, and he's not getting a whole lot of time right now either. I think in the last 9-game road trip, he had a total of 9 at bats, and that's, that could be 2-3 games if you're playing every day. So he's not getting the everyday at bats to make adjustments. He's sort of the odd man out. I mean, he's almost got to the point now where he's the getaway day, last day of the series, getting to the lineup type guy, where he was one of the guys that was supposed to get 500 at bats this season. So, he was one of the poster children for runway, and now it seems like his runway's gotten really short really quick.
Let's look at another topic that's a good one for the Cardinals right now. Pitching, the starting rotation continues to hold up. Sonny Gray had a tough game. Sonny Gray comes back with a Sonny Gray game. That was encouraging, and also some good news. There's some of their young arms that they need to provide some depth at some point, starting to get healthier.
Yeah, Sonny Gray, again, you seem to have, some of these veteran guys have had some hiccups, but they've also bounced back, whether that was Michaelis earlier in the season. You've seen Fedde have some ups and downs, but he's also had shutout. He had, no-hit outing for, 6 innings. And so then Gray obviously has a rough outing on the road, comes back with 10 strikeouts, pitches a gem. So you have a little bit of that back and forth, and you're starting, we've talked before about some of the young guys who just aren't healthy, and they're starting to get closer. Not healthy yet, but getting closer.
And one last thing, Lynn Worthy, you told people, hey, it's great the Cardinals are making a run, but let us not forget that in the big picture of things, man, they've got to get more arms. They have got to load up with some more arms. There may be opportunities to do that later this season. That still has to be high on the list.
Yeah, and starting pitching depth, again, Michael McGreevy, and then after that it drops off quite a bit. And that's why some of those guys getting healthy, again, not there yet. Drew Rom pitched in a minor league game for the first time, and it seems like forever. Quinn Matthews, minor league pitcher of the year last year, hadn't pitched since early April or mid-April, and he's starting to throw again. Tink Hence, who hadn't pitched all season, one of the top prospects, a name that people have been tracking for the last couple of years. He's due to pitch, I believe, even this week. So you're starting to get guys at least pitching. It doesn't mean that they're close to, being able to contribute to the big league club, but throwing balls in games is a lot better than guys just being on the IL and being sidelined. So you're getting some arms at least healthy.
Well, that's Lynn Worthy. I'm Jeff Gordon. A reminder that we'll have good videos here all season long on the digital edition of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch here at stltoday.com. We're going to just keep pumping sunshine as long as they keep winning, man. This is going to be fun until it's not. Hopefully that's not anytime this year. Until next time, for Lynn, I'm Jeff. See you later.